Advertising is pretty lies. Advertising and commercials are something that have always bothered me. I've seen and found them as pointless, annoying, and a way for a company to make money while lying to the consumer. The most prominent example of this that I can think of is any commercial that has "these are real people, not actors" as big flashy letters on it. And the reason why is because that is just a lie. That is completely inaccurate. And everyone that you see within those commercials is indeed an actor. They are paid by the company and they are told what to say, how to behave, etc., etc. And at first, this will likely sound just like a blind claim that I don't know what I'm talking about. Real people, not actors, type advertisements are a style of advertisement. Every single ad that you see, every single commercial, they are all styles, templates, and kinds of advertisement. They are meant to draw in a consumer and invoke the feeling of, if you buy our product, you have made a good decision. Oh, that person is just another person like me, so I should buy this product. However, that's not the case at all. Another example is every single individual that you see in a skincare commercial is very specifically chosen because of their visual appearance, because of their skin, because of the structure of their face, how they carry themselves, where their shoulders sit. All of it is exceptionally tailored to appeal to a specific group of individuals to say, other people like me use this, so I should too. They use individuals who look the same as us in order to give you the feeling of, oh, other people like me like this product. At the end of the day, remember that they are a paid actor or actress. They are paid, they are told what to say, they are told how to carry themselves, they're told what to wear, so on and so forth. Nothing that you see in a commercial is ever a mistake or ever just put in there. Another example, cell phone plans and internet plans. You can always see commercials and advertisements of, oh, bundle this and that and you can get XYZ for free, or have this service at a discount. And it's a deal. The cost that you pay per month for those devices and whatever service you have over whatever time frame it may be has already been considered when they call it a deal. They're finding a way to give the consumer a slight discount to make you feel good about your purchase, while they are still raking in profits. An example of this is you can get a phone, a watch, a tablet, and service from a major provider for $120 a month or something like that. I don't know specifics anymore. That's somewhere where it was last time I saw a commercial for it. Yet consider the price of everything that you're getting there. A phone itself is anywhere between what, $800 and $1,600 these days. A watch can be anywhere from 150 to 500, and tablets can run 5 to 800. Spread $120 over 2 years. You're almost paying more over those 2 years for the service and devices. You get very close to the same price, but then they introduce and they say, hey, if you add on this coverage, or if you do this as well, we can upgrade you immediately next year when the newest stuff comes out. Those upgrade periods and how long you're paying for are always 2 years instead of 1. Again, this is since the last time I saw a commercial and heard about this. They're every 2 years. So regardless, one way or the other, you're locked in for 2 years, and you have said that you will pay that amount every single month for 2 years. This bothers me because not only is it misleading to the consumer, but it also is very excessive. Unlimited data for only, air quotes, $60 a month or $70, whatever it is. For Mint Mobile, it is $300 a year. $300 a year for 20 gigabytes of high-speed data, and all of it can be used as a hotspot. No one needs more than that. You really don't. And if you're going to sit here and say that you need more because unlimited plan and you do a lot of browsing, well, I hope that's because you're not paying for internet at home. And I don't say that to be negative, I don't say that to be critical. I say that because if you're paying for internet and you're paying this rate every single month, an excessive rate every single month for phone service, and you are using more than 20 gigabytes of cell service, you are on your phone too much. That is unhealthy. Some months, yes, when I have traveled, whether it be professionally or personally, there have been times where I have run up to around 17 or 18 gigabytes in a month. But very rarely do I ever even use half of it. The main reason why is, well, if I...
The system continues to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
If I don't have internet, if I don't have a Wi-Fi signal, but I still need to be able to work, I can turn on my hotspot. And all 20 gigabytes I can utilize for work. I have very specifically chosen that plan for that reason. It was very intentional. Another example of misleading advertising is any internet bundle you see. They will always advertise, oh, only 55, only 60, only $70 a month, whatever it may be. And then after the first year, the price increases. I've talked about this before. After the second year, the price increases again to almost double of the original price, simply because the provider can. And, quote, you've agreed to it, because it's written in the fine print and the tiny text at the bottom of the screen that they don't leave up long enough for anyone to actually comprehend. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only way around it is to call back and threaten to cancel. They'll put you through to their retentions department because keeping a customer is more important to them than actually making that increased amount of money. That is just a fact of the matter. And sure, maybe you won't get back down to 55 a month, or you won't get back down to 60 a month. Maybe it'll be $5 or $10 more. But usually you can get very close and they will offer additional packages, benefits, whatever else it is. And I find it very disappointing that this is something that we have allowed and continue to allow. As consumers, we don't take action against these types of things. Yeah, we can get really loud and we can whine and complain all we want to, but until we actually start mass canceling our service, or until mass numbers of us start actually doing something about it every single year, persistently, nothing's going to change. It just won't. That's a fact of the matter. Another commercial type that I am particularly not fond of because it preys on people who are visually challenged, thinking of how to phrase that correctly, that preys on people who are visually challenged, is any advertisement that has a paragraph or a sentence of text and very specific words are mini fonts larger or they're bold to stand out. And to most of us, we just read the whole thing and we go, oh, okay, this is more or less what they're saying. But for example, think about, if you're a parent yourself, think about your parent. If you're a kid or a young adult, however that is, think about your grandparents. Do they have difficulty seeing? I'm fairly confident that they have the TV on to a news channel at some point throughout the day. And very likely those kinds of advertisements run, where they just have big, bold letters of whatever they're advertising. But it doesn't actually tell you what the advertisement is. Those 3 or 4 bold letters can say something completely opposite to what you want to say. And even for the rest of us that have perfectly fine eyesight, those big bold letters will stick out and stay in your mind more vividly and for longer than the entirety of the rest of that advertisement. One of my favorite exercises or examples of how a sentence can be wildly changed by adjusting grammar, punctuation, or adding, subtracting words is "let's eat grandma." Without a comma in there, you're proposing that you eat your grandma. If you put a comment between eat and grandma, you say, "let's eat grandma," addressing her. And so on and so forth with the iterations of an exclamation point or a question mark. The definition and what the sentence is doing completely changes based on that. The last kind of advertising that I will express my displeasure to is any kind of placed advertising in movies. This is something that I find ridiculous and personally obscene. Movies are supposed to be entertainment, a break from the world, a way to experience a story and be in a different environment than you currently are. However, next time you're watching a movie, or a TV show, this doesn't just apply to movies, next time you're watching a movie or a TV show, if people have phones out, pay attention to the brand of phone that they're carrying. Apple has it written into their contracts with any movie or TV show that would like to use their product that a, quote, bad guy can't use an iPhone so that their product isn't seen in any negative light. That is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever heard. And yet that rule, or their perspective for that, exists because consumers have proven to be influenced with things such as that. So if you see a bad guy with a Samsung phone, or a OnePlus, or a Huawei, or whatever it is, or an iPhone, the association is, oh, that brand associates, supports, etc., this type of behavior. Whether the brand and company wants it to or not. So Apple has it written in so that their devices are only seen as pure, positive, etc. And the last example that I will give here is Audi. Specifically, with Marvel movies, if you pay attention to the vehicles that the main characters drive, very frequently, if not almost always, they are driving an Audi. In Endgame and in the Iron Man movies, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, drives an Audi. That is not accidental. That is not just a random choice. When that vehicle is on screen, think about the camera angle, Think about how much of the vehicle you see. Think about if you can see the badge or not. Think about who else is in that shot. And I guarantee every single aspect of that shot was not just made by the director and the film crew, but Audi themselves had input to say, we want our vehicle to be associated with this individual. Because of their status, because of their influence, whatever it may be. I don't enjoy being negative and just ragging on a person, company, anything just for the fun of it. So, I will put a more positive and encouraging twist on this. If you, as a consumer listening to this, if you have made the choice and a decision to buy a product or a service or anything from a commercial or advertisement that you have seen purely off of a factor that I have listed, such as who was in the advertisement or whatever fancy slogan or this or that that the company had on there, that company has manipulated you. They have manipulated the human psyche in your mind to associate two things that are likely not correlated in any capacity, to influence you to spend your money and make a purchase on their product. And if this is the case, then I am sorry. I am sorry because I am a firm believer that everyone has the right to make an independent and informed decision about what they do. And companies manipulating the human mind in order to make profits and effectively use you as money generation is crude. And you and everyone else, whether you can hear this or not, you all deserve better. Thank you for your time.